Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning for me still. Hope everybody's doing well. Pardon me, I just woke up and, wait, that's some crazy looking hair going on. Anyway, in my bout of insomnia last night and watching YouTube and, well, it's what I do, I found a couple of new techniques. Well, they're new for me. You guys may have already seen them, but I was so excited. I actually had trouble going to sleep last night because I just wanted to get up and try them. So one of them is using Mod Podge as a resist, and the other is doing stencil rubs. So when I got up today, I tried the stencil rub, and I generally work on watercolor paper. And of course, the watercolor paper is just way too thick. It doesn't work. So I have some other papers here that I just like pulled out of my little drawer down there that we're going to try this on. So to not keep you all day, let's get started. Get my camera positioned right. Yes. Oops, wrong way. Oh, come on. Pardon me while I try to get this thing situated. I just hope it doesn't fall off of there. Okay, give me a minute so I can reposition this camera. It sits on top of my monitor, so. Hey, that's much better. Okay, so first we're going to do the stencil rubs. I hope you guys can see. It's a little dark. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Let's see on it. You can actually see here. This. Swirls. Who doesn't love swirls? Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to use this stencil, and I have just some regular cardstock, I have some plain printer paper, I have some canvas textured cardstock, I have some notebook paper, I have brochure paper, which is like somewhere between printer paper and cardstock. I have some canvas textured scrapbook paper and just some plain scrapbook paper. So let's get going here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the stencil under the paper. And then we're just going to rub. And I'm just using colored pencil. You can use crayons, regular graphite pencils. You could use, I'm sure you could probably use watercolor pencils too. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I just found it. Didn't really do a whole lot of trial and error on it. So there we have it. Look. How cool. How awesome is that? Now I want to try. I don't know how well this is going to work with marker, but we're about to find out. Nope. Marker's a bust. So, at least Sharpie is anyway. Those are the only kind of markers I have. So this is on notebook paper. Okay? Notebook paper is definitely a go. Okay. Now, this is the canvas textured cardstock. And again, same thing. Just put your stencil underneath. Rub. I don't know what my son is tearing up in his room, but it sounds like he's tearing my house down. And This is a little thicker, so it's not really coming through quite as well. Oh, pardon me while I beat my cat. Would you kindly get down, sir? Move. Move. He thinks he has to be on top of the printer. Okay. Yeah, so you have to put pressure on the cardstock, but it's still a really cool effect. Can you see it? Oh my gosh! I'm in love. I'm in love. So, cardstock works just not as well, obviously, as the notebook paper. And this is just regular printer paper. So this, I'm going to switch colors here because the lead's getting awfully small. You may hear my dogs outside barking. They bark at everything. They bark when the wind blows. I knew the printer paper would work because it's so thin. Nevertheless, you could do this on just a piece of printer paper and then cut it out and put it on your mixed media. How cool! Oh my gosh, you have no idea how excited I am. Look at how awesome. I hear you, mouse. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I have a feeling that this cardstock is probably going to be too thick for me while I fight with it. Hands aren't working yet. Let's switch to black so we can actually see it. It does work. It's on that canvas textured cardstock. It might have been texture that kept the design from coming through. Excuse me. Think of the new things that you can do now. Oh my goodness. How cool. So exciting. So exciting. I hate that it shows up blue and it's actually green. This paper is green, it's not blue. Okay. This is the brochure paper. And I even wrote it here at the top so that I would be able to tell you which one's which. Now this brochure paper I got is made by HP. Now, mouse, you're not going outside. It's too cold. No. The cat's yelling at me. He wants to go outside and I won't let him. Okay, so this is made by HP. It's 48 pounds. Got it Office Max. I think it was like $30 for 150 sheets. 48 pound. It's matte. No, mouse. I have one of the most vocal cats on the face of the planet. It's terrible. Okay. So that's the brochure paper. Oh, my goodness. I love how on camera it looks like it has like a, it's like 3D. And it's really not 3D, but it looks 3D. It's so cool. Okay, now this is the canvas textured cardstock or scrap paper. Yeah, this is not going to work. I can already tell it's so faint that it's just not even worth wasting my hands. I'm so glad when summer gets here. This winter weather is just killing my hands. Crap, my color. Let's try metallic. Okay. Oh, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Absolutely amazing. Yep. I'm tickled. I'm tickled to death. Absolutely love it. So we know that of all the papers that I did, oh look at this one. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, regular cardstock works well. This is just, it's a lighter weight cardstock. So we know that one works. Obviously, we know the printer paper works. That was a no-brainer. The canvas textured cardstock, it worked, but it's, excuse me, it's, I don't know, you really have to find the happy medium on the pressure that you use. And this is just notebook paper. Is that it? Out of the way. This was the last thing of scrapbook paper that I used. And this is just a sheet that my daughter had given me. How cool. And this is the canvas textured scrapbook paper. It's made by Coordinations. I got it at Joann's, and yeah, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Hang on. I have stencils down here. I have these, which are a lot thicker. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Here we go. Oops. These are a little bit thicker than these little flimsy. These are just real thin plastic, die-cut plastic. This is actual real thin, like chipboard. So we'll see how this works. Maybe that'll work better. I hope that movie's not too loud. I feel like that movie's too loud. I'm watching some Pirates of the Caribbean. It's funny how you can't do art unless there's a movie in the background. So these thicker stencils do work. They take a little more effort, and boy, I can feel the burn in my arm. What a workout. So you can see that did work. So maybe if you're going to use like this canvas textured scrapbook paper or thicker papers, I still don't think this would work with watercolor, and I'm running low on watercolor, and it's going to be a few weeks before I can get any, so I'm not gonna try it on the watercolor paper. But maybe, you know, if you wanted to use thicker papers like this, then you could use these thicker stencils. So that's a thought. So that was the canvas textured, and then this was the brochure paper. So now, just because I tried with the other stencil and I'm OCD like that, let's try and see how this turns out. I'm just going to do it on this one piece. Yeah, let's just see. And that's really cool because you can see it's picking up here. I'll show you in a minute. Here in the center, I'll even circle it really dark. That's the texture off my desk, which is actually really cool. kids bringing the dogs in. They don't want to go in the kitchen. So, can you see here? It picked up the texture off my desk. That's what all the center texture is. It's so cool though. So that is that. How cool. So now you have a new use for your, yep, stencils. You have a new use for those now. So those, back where they go. Okay, we're going to keep this one out. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do next. This is Mod Podge Resist. Okay, actually, I'll just do it on the other side. I'm just going to do it on just plain printer paper, but I'll go ahead and do it on the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our stencil down. And Mod Podge out. Here's hair. That's gross. Ew, there's nothing worse than wet hair. Ugh. Oh, sorry, while I gag on camera. God. I hate wet hair. It's terrible. And I have long hair. Well, it's not really long. It's a little past my shoulders. And, of course, when I shower and I wash my hair, I have hair that comes out. Well, my husband has to clean that up because I can't. I can't touch wet hair. It makes me want to throw up, and it's horrible. It's a good thing he's not bothered by that. Okay. So, here we have our stencil. Okay. I just, put it down wherever. And I'm going to use my Mod Podge. And I'm using Mod Podge because that's what I saw in the video. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that if you use like white school glue or gesso, something like that, I'm assuming it would work. I'm not sure. I'm new to all these nifty new techniques, and I really need to clean my brushes. So I can't attest to those. However, I will have to try them out. I don't have any white school glue or gesso, so there. That up. Okay, and I'm going to leave that sit for just a second. I'm going to put this in the sink so I can rinse it off. Right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to feed the cat while I was at it. Because he was trying to trip me while I was in the bathroom. How rude of him. Okay, so now that we have, and you can very faintly, you can see where the Mod Podge is. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on. Now, when I got up today, I made, so when I saw this video, it was done, the ink, paint, color medium that they used was alcohol inks. Well, Carol doesn't have any alcohol inks. Well, until today. So I'll get to that after we're done here. Okay, so let me get the hair dryer real quick. And let it dry. Oh, that one is good. ink. Okay, give me just a second so I can plug my heater back in. It's cold today. I live in southern Indiana, right on the Kentucky and Illinois border. And well, not right on them. I'm about an hour from both, so I might as well do that. And we have apparently an Arctic and polar front coming through, and they're expecting us to go 2 to 3, possibly 4 days or more with -20, -30 degree temperatures. I'm not an Eskimo, and I'm not a polar bear. I don't need to live in temperatures like that. Not to mention the fact that my bones hurt. I have RA, and it's painful. So, here's my homemade alcohol ink, and I'll get to how I made this in just a second. So, I'm going to get the paper towel. Okay, so you see here, that's where we have the Mod Podge. We're just going to spray. Okay. Give it just a minute to kind of soak into the paper. Oh, you know, fancy now paper. And then we're just going to go in and blot my sleeve up so I can get it all over my sleeve. Oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. I think this is my new favorite technique. Look at how cool that is. Doesn't smell very good. But there it is. Look how amazing. Can you see it? The ink doesn't stick to the Mod Podge. Oh! I'm so easily amused. My husband always picks on me, and so do all of our friends, that it's the littlest things get me so excited and all kinds of amused. So, wow, this is going to be a short one today. So, I've been wanting some alcohol inks, and I refuse to spend the money on expensive alcohol inks. I refuse. I will not do it. I just, there are more important things that I have money to spend on than that, especially when I can make them myself. So, I didn't have any, I don't have any food coloring, didn't have any Rit dye, didn't have any rubbing alcohol. Who the hell doesn't have rubbing alcohol? That would be me. Don't have it. Not sure what, my son borrowed it, and who knows what happened to it after that. Who knows? So, I found, and the heavens only know how old this is. Found it stashed behind a door in my bedroom. Vodka. It's vodka. It's nasty vodka, too. Why this is in my house? No idea. I don't drink dark eyes. Neither does my husband. Not sure. I think I got it from my brother. I really do. But this is 80 proof. Okay? It's 80 proof. It's 40%. Alright? It says it's 100% grain, neutral spirits, dark eyes. Ugh. Yuck. All the videos that I've seen says you need to have at least 90%. Well, didn't have it. So I figured, I'll give it a shot. So, in this little bottle, here, I filled it to about, I filled it about 2/3 of the way. Okay, about 2/3 of the way with vodka. Because I'm not drinking that nasty stuff. So I figured, I'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, filled it up about 2/3 of the way with vodka. Let's see. Full cart. Metallic paint. It is garnet red. Sorry, that's not focusing. But it's garnet red. Okay. I put, I don't know. I put some in it, shook it up really good, sprayed it. Didn't like the consistency. It's still really, really runny. added some more, shook it really good, and I mean, shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. I miss that song. Anyway, I kept adding the paint until I got a consistency that I liked. And looky there. It worked. This bottle it's just a plastic perfume bottle that my daughter had left in my bathroom. Big mistake. So I dumped the perfume out. I didn't like the smell of it anyway. It smelled horrible. Poured it out, rinsed it out really, really, really good. And what's really cool is because I used a metallic paint. Okay, because like I said, this is metallic. There is a shimmer, and I know that this camera is not going to show. Don't. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Can you see? It shimmers. I swear it does. It really, really, really does. I promise. It shimmers. So anyway, it has a shimmer, like a pearl. It's crazy. I have to turn autofocus off to do far away. There we go. But I promise it shimmers. So that's that. We did stencil rubs. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let me if I zoom in a bit here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. So we did stencil rubs. My Doberman is going nuts out there. Come on, focus. This web camera is just backwards. Okay, so we had stencil rubs, brochure paper, textured cardstock, or textured, canvas textured scrapbook paper. Just regular. Man, me and this camera are going to fight. I'm telling you. Regular scrapbook paper. Notebook paper. And you know, if you have kids and they're in school, probably have tons of this laying around. You can go to like Walmart, the dollar store, you can pick a pack of this up. Now this is the expensive stuff. It's the 5-star and it's got the plastic edge on it on the side because my children, when they were in school, they're homeschooled now. But Anton, enough. He is yelling at me. Anyway, they were really, really, really hard on their paper, so I went ahead and bought them this because they were just terrible. Regular canvas textured cardstock. This is not as thick. This canvas textured cardstock is not as thick as this. They're not. This is a lot thicker. And this canvas texture cardstock I picked up at Walmart. I don't have that package anymore. I think it was like, I don't know, $7 or $8 for like 50 sheets, 100 sheets. It really wasn't like so expensive that I wanted to kill myself when I bought it. Plain old printer paper. It's beautiful. I mean, look. I don't know where that glare is coming from. Oh, what is it? It was coming through my computer. But look how beautiful. This is regular cardstock. It's still showing up blue. It's driving me nuts because it's green. I promise. It's green. And this was just plain printer paper. We didn't do anything on it. And then, oh my god, the Mod Podge Resist. How effing cool. So, that's that. I've kept you for 30 minutes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will probably not be doing any videos over the weekend. I think we have dart tournaments out of town, so I'll be out hoping that my hands can at least cooperate with me for a little while. Turn this up here. So, I think that's that. If you found the video helpful, hit the like or hit the little thumbs up button. And also be sure to go check out on YouTube Kelly Donovan. Kelly does tons of amazing videos. Check her out. And check out... I just drew a quick blank. I'm not awake. Not awake yet. So anyway, that's it. Be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.